What is going on, guys? It is Chubbs here, and today I'm going to be bringing you an Overwatch video because yesterday the update finally arrived. Yes, the 20th of June has finally gone past, the update has dropped. I downloaded it yesterday, but unfortunately I did not have time to actually play on it, but today I have managed to do that. So this is why I'm making this video for you, really. Just to show you what the map is all about. Now at the moment I'm currently in the defensive spawn, just showing you the view out the window of Earth, which looks beautiful, by the way. I mean, Blizzard have done a really good job with this map, like with the looks of it, and for some reason I'm sitting there showing you where I live. Just pointing to the UK. Yeah, you've got the Americas there, you've got Africa. I don't know why I'm trying to educate you. I mean, you should learn this stuff in school anyway. But yep, this is the defensive spawn. You just go out here, and this leads on to point B or objective B, whatever you want to, however you want to put it. This is where obviously the final fight, or the final. This is where you do your final push through to, and obviously you take over this point and you end up winning the game. Just thought I'd show you some of the, where you can see from the high ground. The barriers, bars, railings, whatever you want to call them, they're destructible, so you can make sure you have clear fire onto the point. Again, I'm just showing you the outside areas here. Now we are in, as you can see, the hydroponics lab. Those of you who don't know what hydroponics is, it's basically just hydroponic systems, how you synthetically grow plants, I guess, is the layman's way of doing it. It's another like sort of side flanking route there that's got a large health pack, which would be good for everybody to know. Again, just sitting there running around the hydroponics lab, just being nosy, trying to see if I can spot anything. More hydroponic stuff off in that side room there, and that bit you can see in front of you, which is now on my right hand side, that is actually point A. So you'll come out of the attacker spawn, you will come through this way, and that will be your attacking point. And as you can see, I've now decided to go outside, and this is where I discovered there is zero gravity, or not zero gravity but low gravity, because obviously it's on the moon. Just fired off some test shots, found out that the sounds you get are muffled, because obviously there's no sound in space, so they've gone quite accurate with it. As you can also see, there are loads of jars of peanut butter flying around everywhere, because obviously this is Winston's map. So as you see, I'm just sitting there just randomly hitting some peanut butter about. Those stairs that I just looked at, that takes you down to the point. You can also just jump off, that takes you down there anyway. If you can try jump up there as well, again jump down here, and this actually brings you onto the point itself. I mean, it's a fairly large area. Again, you can also flank all the way around the back there. There's no flanking route other than those stairs on my left hand side there, but I'll say it's just sort of where the gorillas or the monkeys, primates go to exercise. That's the airlock that we came in. Just running through to the classroom. Obviously this is where the monkeys got taught stuff. I mean, it's all just little things where, it's just showing you all the little things that are here. You can use these as different sort of routes, try and catch people off guard. Again, there's more high ground up there, which I think I go to now, do I? No, I tried to go into the defenders, or the attacking spawn, even though I'm defender. just go into this little commissary room, which you sort of, yeah, you just, it's not really much in here. Again, it's just like another route you can go through. Admittedly, I'm not the best at probably showing maps off. Like I say, I'm just trying to show you everything, and then what I'll do now is I'll just cut to me in the defensive spawn after I just quickly show you this little sitting area. Again, it's just like another little side bit to cut through or whatever, but now, like I said, what I'll do is I'll quickly cut to the attacking spawn. Okay guys, so at this point all I really did was just swap teams, so now I am an attacker. This is the attacking spawn, and as you can see there is a giant telescope and you can look through it. I did try moving it around, but it doesn't seem to move. As you can see, it's currently looking on Spain. Well, specifically, as you can see, there's Watch Point Gibraltar, and there are possible landing sites, you know, obviously that aren't too close to get to it. But as you can see, there is where Gibraltar is. For those of you who didn't know where Gibraltar was, it is on the south coast of Spain, and you could also see the very top of Africa there as well. Again, looking out across the vast nothingness that is the moon, really, and staring at our beautiful planet. I really do like how they've done that. Like, it looks really bright and really colourful. In here you can see Winston's sort of little sitting area, as there was peanut butter there. I did discover that later, but I'll just quickly point that out now. This is obviously the security room. You've probably seen this picture before, but we believe this is the new hero. This is, or could be the new hero. We believe that's going to be Hammond, or whatever they decide to call it, because Hammond might be the code name or something like that for it. But we believe that is what the hero is going to be called, and that is what the new hero is going to be. As to his abilities, I am not 100% sure, but that is the potential new hero. Again, here I'm just rooting around, just looking at different things just to see if I can find any Easter eggs or whatever. So what I would do is I'll just quickly cut this, well, not cut this bit, but I'll fast forward this bit out. As you just saw from all that little bit there, it's just all sort of computers and stuff, and this bit just drops down into a little side area, and this brings you out into the main area. At this point I just tried looking for Winston's like room, but I'm guessing where I was before, that was sort of where it was on about, so I'm just gonna cut to different heroes, because there have been hero updates. There's been a buff to McCree, there has also been a nerf to Roadhog, and there has also been basically a complete overhaul. Well, not a complete overhaul, but there's been a massive buff to Reaper as well, which I will go through with you in just a second. Okay guys, the first hero I'm going to be showing you is going to be Reaper. Now, with Reaper, they have totally changed the way that he heals himself. Now, instead of you needing to kill somebody to, you know, get a soul, like for them to drop their soul, and you use that to get health, what Reaper now does is he has a vampiric or vampire-like ability as to where if he deals damage, he gets a percentage of that back as health. And I believe I'm right in saying it was a 20%. So basically, if he deals 100 damage, sorry, that he gets 20% health back. So I mean, what if you deal full damage to a Roadhog, 600 health, 20% of 6, 200. Well, 20% of 6 is like 150. It was like, yeah, 1.5. So it's roughly 150, and Reaper has 250 health. So you could get basically down to 100 health and fully kill a Roadhog, and you would be fully healed. I mean, yes, I've set this up so this is against easy bots, so this is going to be like really quick. But as you can see, look, I let the Roadhog damage me, started hitting him, and my health just went straight up. Absorbing the damage while I was hitting him as well, and that still put me up a lot of health. I mean, this is going to change how Reapers are played. I mean, he's a lot more survivable, he's a lot more durable. I mean, especially against the tanks. Like, Reaper was originally built to kill tanks, like Roadhog, Zarya, you know, the big health characters. Because he's the guy who gets in your face. He's meant to, he's meant to be in your face. He's meant to be, do you know what? Come at me, bro, and we'll see who wins. And I believe with this change that they have done to Reaper, that they have made it so Reaper is now what he is supposed to be, and he is the anti-tank hero, which I think with the way that he was, that it was done before, he was still kind of like that, but not really, because he wasn't that survivable. But now the way that he deals damage, I mean, if you sit there and you basically have like no health, you sit there and you go in with Death Blossom, then you could just completely and utterly wreck and still get your health back. I mean, I believe that's how it works. I don't know whether that does work with Death Blossom, because in that instance that I did use Death Blossom just there, it wasn't really that much to go on. But I believe that is how it works. But either way, this it's just so OP. I think if I tested it out in a real game against real people, obviously I might have a bit more trouble, but it's so good in the right hands. In the hands of a good Reaper player, Reaper it'd be so good, so good. And now this time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut to me using McCree now, so I can show you the different things that McCree has now done. Okay, guys, this is now McCree. First of all, what I will do is I'll apologise for my bad shooting. This is why I am in silver. Obviously, I haven't warmed up or anything, so my shots are going to be off. And like I just said, I am a silver. So, yeah, don't be too harsh, let's say, when it comes to my shooting anyway. But what has happened now with McCree is all they've really done is changed his Deadeye. So his Deadeye now locks on quicker. So, well, to be fair, I think McCree needed it. I mean, without it, his Deadeye was pretty weak. When he actually gets his ultimate, he stands there and he goes, "It's high noon." I mean, there's no question when he's going to use it, because he says it's high noon. And then, he's stood there, he's very slow when he moves, and he has a big glowing like red aura thing around him, so it's not like he's, you know, it's not like he's not going to be visible. So it's still going to be easy to hit him, because obviously he's going to glow, so you're going to know where he is. But like getting kind of sidetracked, but going back to his actual Deadeye, his Deadeye locks on quicker, as you probably saw with that triple kill I just got. I mean, obviously with McCree, when you're going to use Deadeye, you're not going to sit there in the middle of a point when 3 people are going to run at you, but the premise is still kind of the same thing. So it locks on quicker, and as far as I remember, I believe it does more damage as well. So again, I believe it's something that's been needed with McCree's Deadeye. I mean, if you're accurate enough in McCree, he's a good hero, but I believe with his Deadeye now, he's become much more of a prevalent pick. Not as much as maybe Reaper has become now, because I think Reaper is probably he's become more of a main pick now, because I mean, if you get a team that's going to be coming in with a double tank meta, you are going to want to pick Reaper to come in and take him out. But McCree is still up there with DPS. You know, you can still hang out with the best of them. As you saw there, I locked onto someone, I turned away, I come back, and I still locked on really, really quickly. It just shows you how, you know, how quick Deadeye is able to lock on and the damage it does. So with getting into positions as well, Deadeye can be very, very useful now. So McCree players, if you're watching this, all I'm going to say is get out there, have some fun with it, and I think we're going to see a lot more, you know, maybe 4-mans, 5-mans, maybe even the very, very rare 6-man high noon, depending on ultimates that are used and stuff like that. But also, I think McCree's now become a lot more of a pick because of that fact. I mean, he's still not like meta pick as such, but he's still good enough that people can still pick him. I mean, look again, another example of how quick I can lock on. I could have waited longer to get the Roadhog as well, just to show you how quick it locked onto the Roadhog. But I didn't think I needed to, because out of the other 2, I still locked on really, really quickly. But anyways, guys, that is going to be it for McCree. I am now going to show you the negative side of things, because I've showed you a buff. Well, I showed you 2 buffs. One to the buffs to Reaper. I've showed you the buffs to McCree, and now I'm going to show you the nerf that has happened to Roadhog. Okay, guys, this is the one of the first changes to Roadhog. As you see, I fired 5 shots, not 4. He now has 5 shots, and he also can fire quicker. You think, oh, you know, they've given him more shots and he can fire quicker. That's a good thing, right? It is, until you find out that they've reduced his damage by 33%. Yes, they've decreased his damage by a whole 1/3. I mean, I landed, what, 3 shots on that Anna? And it was nothing, basically. So, I mean, look at the Roadhog. Usually it take 4 shots to kill him, and it's now I'm hitting him with all 5 and he's still got health left. Unless I headshotted him there. Like I say, with Roadhog now you need to land a lot more headshots, or be a lot more accurate with him. So you Roadhog mains, you're going to need to play Roadhog a lot more differently. Usually with Roadhogs they are, well, they can be solo players. They can just go in and just be like, I don't give a flying hell of what anybody else thinks. I'm just going to go in because I have 600 health, I can heal myself, I can fire 4 shots, and I can do a hell of a load of damage, and I can hook people. So, Roadhog was a very, very powerful hero, but now, not so much. I mean, I think he now has to sort of stay with the team a lot more. I mean, look at all the trouble that I'm trying to go through, trying to kill the Zarya. Yeah, she picked up a health pack, but she can also slowly heal herself regain her armor back over time. So it's a lot more difficult for Roadhog to actually kill. Now think about it for a second. Reaper, the anti-tank hero, he has been buffed. He is a lot more survivable against players or heroes like Roadhog. I mean, he would still go toe to toe with him even if he wasn't nerfed. But now Roadhog has been nerfed. I think Reaper's just going to walk all over him. Roadhog was meant to be the hero to, you know, punish people for bad positioning. I mean, if you were out of line, Roadhog would just throw his hook and be like, get over here like Scorpion, and then bang you right in the face, and you were dead. Now you get out of position. Yeah, Roadhog can still chuck his hook at you and be like Scorpion and go, get over here! But now he can shoot you in the face, and with most people, you're not gonna die first hit. Maybe Tracer, if you're lucky. Maybe some of the 200 health heroes, but anybody who's like Reaper, Zarya, Roadhog, D.Va, anything like that, unless they are incredibly weak when you hook them, they are not going to die in one shot. So I think they've made Roadhog more sort of team orientated, rather than, you know, him being able to be the lone wolf, being able to go on massive flank routes and take out half of the enemy team before they know what's hit them and stuff. But like I say, they've made him more team orientated. He's integrated into the team more. He's gonna need to stick around, and especially near sort of the DPS. I mean, they haven't done anything to his healing, so he's still good at healing himself, don't get me wrong, but I think he's gonna need to stay closer to, you know, the bigger damage dealers like Soldier, like Reaper. Well, not necessarily Reaper, but definitely Soldier, McCree, Tracer. You know, those sorts of characters that can dive in, get some damage in, especially while they're hooked. You know, people are gonna need to help out Roadhogs more, rather than just let them do their own thing. And sadly, Roadhog's probably gonna die out. He's not gonna be in the meta. I mean, compared to D.Va now, I think the way the triple tank meta was, I would rather, like, I'd take a D.Va, I would take a Reinhardt. Would I still take a Roadhog? I don't know. But anyways guys, let me know what you think of the buffs, nerfs and everything else. Leave your comments down below. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button as well. And if you want to see any more of my videos, make sure you also hit subscribe. It really helps me out. Anyways guys, that is going to be it from me. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Ciao for now.